Shalom, shalom, shalom. What's going on, Nico? Shalom, 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 shalom. Once again, you're not under the sounds of the voice, Kahan TDOC. This is Yahweh's one. So what I wanted to do, this weekend is going to begin the first week of the University of the Secure. This Saturday, February the 13th, it's going to be the first class for the University of Secure Party Creditor. Now, there's a couple ways that you can handle this. You could go ahead and pay everything up front. These are private meetings. This is not for everyone. These are private meetings. So as I was saying here, you could go ahead and actually pay everything up front. Or you could, if you so choose, you could get a book for each book that we're actually going to cover. Now, how this is going to work essentially is we're going to cover all of TDOC's books throughout this University of Secure Party Creditors. This will be done in a webinar platform as previously done, only we're actually going to be covering all of TDOC's books, and you're going to be quizzed on this. Instead of you consistently asking me for questions and expecting me to give you the answer, we're going to go through these books. And I've actually broken this down into a 6-month course, which is going to total 24 weeks. If you miss 5 classes, you're going to be dismissed because you're going to miss too much information, and you're not going to be where you should be. So just like the typical classroom platform, there's going to be a requirement for participation. Despite whether or not you donate or you pay for the course, if you are online and you're called on several times and you do not participate, you will be removed from the call and not allowed to return without refund. These are the requirements for you to attend that course. I have to enforce this type of policy to ensure that I get people that shows a true invested interest. So again, this weekend, you can click the link under the video right now. I also posted the link in the room to those of you that want to attend this University of Secure Party Creditor. It's a 24-week course, 6-month course. This is not legal advice. I do not offer legal advice. If you need legal advice, seek yourself a competent counsel, and then please be advised. Everything I'm about to give you is strictly for educational and informational purposes only. Now, the University of Secure Party Creditors is essentially private meetings. I've actually given it the title, the University of Secure Party Creditor, because upon completion of these private meetings, you will have universal knowledge. You will know the ledge. Now, what is required? You will need all of TDOC's books. All of TDOC's books. There's a link in the room and under the video that you could actually click to get those books. This is a discounted rate for those that's actually attending the University of Secure Party Creditors. I'll post it here again. This is at a discount rate. I believe that's giving you at least $75 off those books. Now, what if I already have the books, TDOC? Great question. I am glad that you asked. If you have those books already, then there's no need to get them again. Now, is there? Well, that settles that, and that saves you a lot of fiat. What if you have some of the books? Well, I surmise that you should actually go ahead and get those that you do not have. Change backgrounds. I suggest that you get those that you do not have. Now, you will need all of the books, as we actually will go through all of the books, and you will actually thereafter be tested on the books, just like a typical classroom, only I don't give a classroom style of teaching. I facilitate right knowledge for real, and I do not teach you what to think. And once again, I teach you how to think so that you could actually think for yourself. So we're going to go through these books chapter by chapter, and you will be tested. Many of you, you're reading these books, and then when I ask you, what did you learn? You can't even recite a few examples of what you've actually ascertained from those books. Therefore, I've determined that the best way to facilitate this right knowledge to you is to do it in a classroom style where you test it. And if you do not pass these tests, you will not advance with the remainder of the pupils that hope to be adepts, that hope to be teachers themselves. So, and this is it. And we, from testimonies, that this stuff really works. And so the other thing is, and I'm going to open this up for questions after I finish giving this. The other thing that you would actually need to do is the tuition. Now, you could do that since it's 24 weeks. It's $100 a week. You said, oh, good. That's a lot. That's not even a damn thing compared to what you pay to go to these universities. Only with this, when you're done with this, you learn how to live debt-free. When you're done with those universities, they encourage you to undergo the financial bridge of debt. And there under that bridge, there's a financial noose placed around your neck, around your wrists, and around your ankles. You're under their absolute control, and you will do as you are told. But whereas at the University of Secure Party Creditor, You will learn to be debt-free. You will learn to be an entrepreneur. You will learn to invest in real assets, not liabilities. This is something that you do not learn in their universities. Why is it taught here? Because this is your housework. This is right knowledge for them. And so I posted the tuition. Now you could do that straight up front, or you could do 100 each time that we come on. Now, if high holy days come up, obviously I won't be giving these private meetings on high holy days. We will pick it up the next week. If something comes up where it's not going to go forth, I will actually let you know. There will not be any private meeting this particular week, and we will pick it up the next week. But most high willing, we will get through the course. Now, the other thing is every attendee that is attending these private meetings will be constructing their SPC packet. How are you going to do this? Because we're going to cover this, and you're going to construct your own as we go along. So because of that, you would actually also have to donate for the SPC process. Now, if you have your SPC process through someone else, that doesn't count with me. I'm seeing that a lot of those don't work very well. So you would actually also have to donate all attendees that don't have their SPC completed already. It is a necessity. It is imperative that you also donate to have your SPC process done. University of SPC. We will work on one document at a time. You will construct your own. You will be taught how to do so. This is invaluable. This is invaluable, and this is right knowledge for them. So if you had any doubts whether or not you should sign up, Victor Ward, get up and get after it. Anyone under the sound of my voice, if you want to change your life, get up and get after it. If you have my books, if you've read them, I've actually interacted with a lot of people that read my books. My good brother, Captain Israel, but some of them didn't get it the first few times around. But when they actually attended the live webinars, it started to make sense to them. What say a few, Israel?
I agree. First, I want to say shalom to everyone, and I definitely agree. The webinars, the constant YouTube streams, the studying, it just all comes full circle. And like you said, and it makes sense that you will require everyone to donate to be a SPC, because why attend the meetings? I mean, why attend the university if that's not your goal to be a secure party?
Con. I actually sent this link to Yashibin and Marty. Yashibin, he's been missing in action a while. I guess he's working a while. Glad that's not me. I wish it wasn't him, but I'm glad it's not me. We're trying to get Marty more on call. So at this time, if there anyone that have any questions regarding the University of Secure Party Creditor, I'm going to post a link in the room, and you could actually come in the room, and I will entertain your questions to the best of my ability. I'm going to go ahead and post a link. You come on in. Ask your question. Again, this is a 24-week course. I'm going to try and reach out to Marty Mullen and see what's going on with him, why he didn't log on. Kelly, she tried to pay for this already. She tried to pay for it in full. which is good. Shows zeal.
The information is truly priceless. Just by me with my
Marty, we need you, man.
first successes.
Need you on here, Marty. We're talking about the University of Secure Party Creditor, Marty.
OG, pull up.
All right. Yeah. He picked up.
I was saying that even with my successes, it's obvious that the information is priceless and everything works if we know how to enforce it effectively.
And that's what this is about, man. To make sure, you see, with the webinars, the way it's been working, these people, they ask me for answers and I give it to them. They're not really learning appropriately where they need to go and search for it themselves. As we go through the books, they're tested, and this will determine whether or not they really learn. And if they haven't learned, then they don't go forward. They don't advance. Understand what I'm saying, Isabel? So there must be someone in the room that actually have a question in the room. If so, then come on in. Come on in the room now, or forever hold your peace. Hey, Kelly, we're on. Are you online? I think you should come on here because you may have questions. We're online discussing the University of Secure Party Creditor now. Okay. All right. I gotta get back to this core. All right. So banging a lot of stuff in the background. So yeah, if there's anyone that actually have any questions, you can come on in the room now. If you don't have PayPal or Cash App, then you could actually send a money order. A money order is like gold. So if you send a money order, just send a blank money order and keep the receipt. It won't expire. Marty Ma.
Shalom, brothers.
Shalom. John the Baptist, you have any questions? So what we're saying here, Marty Ma, is this weekend is actually going to start the first week of the University of Secure Party Creditor. And what this is actually going to entail is we're going to go through all the TDOC's books over the next 24 weeks, every single one of them to include the newest book. So this is a lot of information because most of these books are at least 200 pages. And the latter book, the plug, is over 500 pages, and Liberate the Oppressed is over 700 pages. It's 766 pages. So this is a lot of information that needs to be covered. Roscoe Church, I would highly suggest that you attend this. Everyone that has a packet and you're still stumbling with this process, you most definitely need to attend the University of Secure Party Creditor. Roscoe Church, you need to be there. Brandon, you should be there. Anyone that really want to learn this stuff, because you know what I've done? I literally compiled 13 years of research and information that I've learned over 13 years into 6 months. So that means you're going to have to get on your jaw. You're going to have to grind for 6 months. It won't be easy to get that much information into a 6-month course that took me 13 years to ascertain. What are the benefits? The benefits, if you pay attention, is coming out and pretty much knowing what I know. You should know what I know right now. But the time that you know what I know right now, I'm going to know more because I'm always progressing. I'm never stagnating. I'm always running up the hill. I'm not lying running up the hill. Marty, do you have anything that you think you could add that may help influence these people to really change their lives and stop talking about it and stop making excuses and stop being debtors?
Khan, I'll tell you right now, there's a ace number one reason because, as you just said, Khan, you're on the grind right now. So the knowledge that you're compiling right now, they need to catch up right now. So all the stuff that you're trying to put together in your books, the ones that all the pages, hundreds of pages, compiled over thousands of pages, you got to get on this right now because the con is moving ahead and you're going to want to get that knowledge. So you got to get this in your portfolio right now. You got to do this, family. If you if you start with all the material that he's done over 13 years, he's got more he's going to give us, family. He's constantly building us up. He's constantly making his family strong. And you're going to be sitting in the high chair with that with that dunce hat on. You know what I'm saying? So he's he's putting it down, and you got to catch up to speed. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, brother. So, I mean,
Shalom, shalom.
Israel and myself are always with this, and we're here to back him up. It's a lot of material. I'll tell you one thing: if you get with this now, there's so much more he's doing for us. You know, all his videos from the beginning and things you need to apply that to your portfolio. But you know, he's still working real hard for us, and he's constantly gaining more ground, giving us more information. And then what are you waiting for, family? I mean, you got to get with this now. See, he's constantly building us up, building a strong foundation for it. And it's all this material. You got to get with this. You got to start grabbing it up and doing what you need to do because he's going to be so far ahead of you, then you're going to just be lost. So, I mean, all the books and his videos now, he's going to put it together and he's going to start trying to give that to you so you won't be so far behind. This is a secure party creditor institution of knowledge. It's going to do everything for you, but as he builds us up and he's doing the work, he's doing all the research. It's always fresh and new. And if you don't start now, you're going to just keep getting behind like you did in school, you know? So don't do that to yourself, you know? He's he's never ever not working for his family. He's always fresh and there's always stuff we can use to keep us safe, the knowledge, wisdom, spiritually, mentally, physically. I mean, it transcends across all lines. You got to do this for yourself, for your family, for your kids. I always call it the greatest gift in life. So now he's talking about putting all this material together and trying to bring you up to speed. This is the time to catch up. He's going to try to bring you up to speed. So as he builds the foundation, and we're always there to get this knowledge. What are you waiting for? What the hell are you waiting for, family?
Come on. There's some, as you see, I've actually also posted in the room a contract, 3-page contract. You may want to read that and look over it. That's really one of the requirements to attend these private meetings. We have to hold you to a contract, which is the law. Wait a minute, it's the contract. Wait, contract is law, and law is contract. So again, anyone that's actually just came into the room, go ahead and kindly give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up as you come in the room to attract more people to the call. And what this call is actually about, essentially this weekend, starting this weekend, February the 13th is going to be the first class. It's actually about of the essentially University this weekend of Secured Party Creditors. And to attend these courses, you're going to need all the TDOC's books. You're going to need all the TDOC's books. And over the course of the next 6 months, 24 weeks, we are intending, should I say, to cover all of those books, and all of the attendees will actually be tested on this information. You will no longer be able to ask questions and want me to give you an answer. You will be required to ascertain that answer yourselves, right? You have to take the initiative to go and ascertain that answer, and stop looking for a handout and stop looking for someone to come and save you. You're going to be compelled to answer this yourself, because you're going to be tested on the information. And if you do not pass these tests, that means you're not required to go forward with the remainder of the family. Now, there's a lot of people, they contact me often, and they say, well, Doc, I'm already a secured party creditor. Like a guy called today and asked, how does he buy a car with a secured party creditor? And, I basically, the short answer was, you need to be edified. You have no clue what you're doing. You need to be edified, and you're coming in for the wrong reason. And there's too many of those out there. So these people, you need to be taught appropriately and correctly. And you know me, I'm a hard teacher, man, but you will be taught correctly. Like this lady last night, one of them women was so much in her feelings, that one with that name, Africa, she left something in the video that you guys made, Israel, just still carrying on. And she was running her mouth like that last night, just going on and on and on. So is it any wonder that she's been divorced 2 times? No one wants to be with anyone like that. That kind of debtor like that, they should be in these courses, man, learning not how to be a debtor anymore. You don't have to be a debtor anymore unless you just want to. That means someone that owes someone something, and someone that's actually in debt. Let you know what, good brother Melika. Come on in the room, Melika. What's your question? The link's in the room. So the first book. Now, this is the way that you could actually pay for the secure party creditor. It's 24 weeks, obviously 100 a week. You could 24 up front, that will cover you, or 2,400 up front, that will cover you, or 100 each time that we have the course. You could do it that way. You could get all of the books up front. I believe that's 11 something. I have a deal for people that's actually attending the University of Secure Party Creditor, or you could get them one at a time as we're going through them, as we're going through the books, and you will be tested on the information in the books to make sure that you learn it. That's my way of ensuring that you're really learning, and not just say, I learn and I understand, as many of you do when I call on you. Now, I'm going to put this out here, and this is essential. If I call on you and you're on the call and you do not answer, you will be deleted from the course, and you will not be allowed to return without refund. So in the event that you're called upon, or if you're stepping away for a moment, you need to let me or whoever else is on the call know, hey, I'm stepping away for a few minutes, and so on and so forth, and I'll be back in a few. But participation is mandatory to attend this course. No time for buffoonery and people that don't want to learn. I don't want to waste my time with people like that. The only way for us to get out of this thing is to learn this correctly, not to just file some documents and say, hey, look at me. I'm secure party creditor. And you can't handle a simple commercial presentment. No, what you are is you're a debtor. You're a Joe. And you're just a paper pusher. And so the first course will be this weekend. The first week of the University of Secure Party Creditor will be this weekend, February 13th from 12 noon to 6 p.m. You will register as you previously registered for the other webinars, only this time we will be covering TDOC's books. So this weekend, if you have 100 in fiat and you have the infliction of commerce, that's the book we're actually going to be going through. You say, TDOC, I read that book already. Yeah, but you haven't read it and totally analyzed it and applied the tactics in that book, because that book has a lot of remedies in it. If you learn to slow down, read it appropriately, and then learn to apply it. See, you may read something, doesn't really mean you're retaining it. You need to be quizzed on it to ensure that you are actually retaining that information. And if you can't pass the quiz, then you did not retain the information as you should, just like in these universities. And again, the distinction between these private meetings, the University of Secure Party Creditor, and those universities out there is that with this university, it is an investment, and it teaches you to be an entrepreneur. It teaches you to be a producer. It does not teach you to be a consumer and go and work for someone else. It teaches you and it advocates to go and build for yourselves. Who wouldn't want that? Debtors don't. So you don't have an excuse to be a debtor anymore unless you just want to. One footer, you out there? The Firefox, you have anything? Again, anyone that has anything, you can click the link, come in the room. As you see, there's information in the room for registering for the webinar this weekend. What is that you were saying, good brother, Melika? You were saying let you know. Oh man, that link's not working. Let me test that link again. You were saying let you know something, Melika. What's up?
No, I'm saying I'm just like let everybody know what it is, Taz. You know.
I got it.
I was over here, you know, about the I'm about to you know, I'm probably gonna use, you know, like my tax money, you know, instead of like, you know, paying for or donating for, you know, the university, instead of like I was gonna build my own studio, but I'm just gonna, you know, invest in this. And the message is more important right now.
Let me see this, man. Link's not working. Oh, there it is. It's tied into good. I see. Okay. That link in the room is broken because it's cluttered with the other things. So I'll repost it again. Or you could just do it gradually, Malachi. You already have a few of my books. If you break it down, yeah, we're already working on your didn't you donate for the packet? Yeah. So we're working on that. So I mean, the only thing left for you is, you know, just
It does.
you know, do it every week or you know, however you want it. But there's a link in the room for folks that want to register. You can just click on that link and go ahead and register as previously. If this is your first time attending, do you think that you learn more, Israel, by attending these webinars than, you know, just simply having the books alone? See, all of these things, the reason I'm doing this stuff is because when you compile all of these things together, that's when you truly get a remedy. You may read the books alone, but sometimes the books alone may not be enough because you may not comprehend clearly what you read in the books. You may get some of it, but then when you're in the webinars, you could ask questions. And then the way that I break it down, I try and make, you know what a good facilitator is, a good teacher is, Marty? Is someone that can make complicated things seems very simple. That is a good teacher. not to try and sound all intelligent, but to break it down so even a baby could understand. Like that little baby Malachi that you see on the screen right there. Even he will be able to understand this. Terrence, you have anything to say?
Yeah. So like, I would definitely say the webinars, the webinars are definitely essential, and I learned way. I don't want to say like way more, but I learned like more detail to what the books was bringing out, like the type of power as a creditor that I really have. You know what I mean? Especially with, like you said, with you facilitating, you add the extra information. You know, however the spirit move you, and then we could ask questions on top of everything. So it's all great. Definitely got to be on the webinars, and I'm looking forward to this these next 24 weeks for sure, 6 months or however long it takes.
Okay. Again, as you come in the room, go ahead and give a thumbs up. Anyone out there that have a question, feel free to come in the room. Kelly, I'm sure you have some questions. Come on in the room, sis. Kelly Wells, coming in the room, sis. I know you got some questions. Go ahead.
And I just wanted to add that in the webinars, when we work in a class setting, you know, people are working together. They're asking questions, and it's much more information. And then people are asking questions about things that you probably aren't really sure of yourself. So this is going to be really good for the things that you want to know. When you work as a unit, like a study group, you get more hands-on. It's more intense. You know, it's just more knowledge being put out, and people are sharing information. You'll find it really, really interesting, and it'll give you everything you want. The webinars are essential.
Kelly said, Kelly asked the question, will you be going over the 1099 taxes? You know what that suggests to me? That Kelly doesn't have my books, because I said we would actually go through each book individually. And anyone that had my books, especially the latter two, you know that that's in there, which means we would actually be covering that.
And even that vibration, that's the wrong vibration. Even once we go over it, she's not going to get it just by that question alone. I already feel, you know what I mean? Because it's so much bigger than just doing a 1099 and avoid taxes.
Come on. There she go. What's going on, Kelly? Yeah, that's actually in the book, Kelly. It's actually, right, the 1099. Damn, I think just about all of them are there. 1099 alpha, 1040. I think you got a lot of background noise, Kelly. Is that coming from Kelly or 5 foot?
Me, Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh, 1099's from me.
No, I meant the noise, the background noise. Yeah, I mean, we're covering all of that. Shalom, you know. So, I mean, that's what it is, man. The people that are coming in here late, man. This weekend, we're going to start the University of Secure Party Credit the first week. You won't need TDOC books. Because what we're going to do, we're going to have people read just like a classroom. Can you mute that, Kelly? That's like really noisy. What we're going to do, we're going to have like a classroom style setting where we're actually going to call upon people to read. Participation is actually essential and mandatory in this particular venue. We're going to ensure that people are really learning and not pulling the wool over their eyes. And, you know, eventually as we go throughout the course, we're going to cover each form. So by the end of the course, you will be constructing your own, you know, documents. And we could actually only hold 100 people. We can't have people coming in late and behind either. You have to start when we start, and as Marty was stating, be able to keep up. Otherwise, you're going to get left behind, like the movie. So what you got, Terrence? Terrence, you was dropping some science this morning in your text, man. Are you sure you was writing that? Your mind had the capacity to put statements together like that?
Early in the morning, man. Early in the morning.
Yeah, man.
Based on the question that was asked. Oh, man. SPCU, University SPCU. Man, you know what I want to say, man, on that. Man. I'm going to pull a rabbit out the hat on this one, cuz.
Yeah, we're going to go through all of those books, all of TDOC's books. I
Right.
told TDOC, he said that we will be going through all of his books, that we will be tested on his books. And those that don't seem to retain it as well will not be able to move forward with the remainder of the body.
Okay.
I'll let him know that that you came on also, Terrence. When I talk to TDOC again, I'll tell him that you came on this time.
All right. All right, no problem. But,
Any questions? Anyone in the audience have any questions, man? Surely people always have a lot of questions. And when I call on them, what did they get stage fright or something? What is it, Israel? They get stage fright? What's going on, man? They usually have all of these questions. What's going on, Dwayne? Not even Dwayne he must be in his cannabis garden. Not even Dwayne is cannabis.
Nah, I just been waiting. Shalom, everyone. Well, I guess I could ask some general questions for maybe most of the people in the audience. I'm sure everyone's wondering if there's going to be some type of curriculum or map guide to what books will be studied or covered next.
Actually, it's going to be all of TDOC's books. We're going to start in the order that they was actually written. So we're actually going to start with the infliction of commerce. We're going to go through that book first, and we're going to break it down and analyze it and see how those remedies in that book should actually be applied and ensure that anyone that's actually involved in this is able to apply those remedies. If not, they don't move forward. They stay there until they really learn it. Because what's been going on these webinars, people haven't really been learning as they should. When they don't know something, they simply ask me for the answer. Then they leave and they forget it shortly thereafter. But if they know it themselves, hey man, if you research it yourself, you're much more likely to retain it. And I keep trying to tell people that. This is why I don't like providing direct answers to folks.
Con. So if we don't have the fiat at the moment to make the entire payment, is that something you're going to want through Cash App?
Oh no, this is what I was saying. You probably came on a little later. If they don't make the entire thing straight up, they could do it each week as we come on. I mean, now it seems like a lot, right? But probably people that's been listening to me for a while, they have most of my books. So there's no need for them to get the books, right? Probably many of them already have a secure party creditor packet. So there's no need to donate for that again. You understand what I'm saying? And so the only thing left is the so-called tuition for 24 weeks. They could do it each week we come on, or they could do it all up front. So as long as they don't miss 5 classes, we're going to have to get them out of there because they're going to miss too much information. This is my way of ensuring that people are really, really learning this stuff and not just pretending. because I talk to too many people that have this process done by other folks, and they don't know how to handle a simple commercial presentment. They don't know how to handle a speeding ticket. Simple things they don't know how to handle. So when they tell me that they're secure party creditors, I listen to them and then I laugh, because if they truly was a creditor, see, this is more than just about filing paperwork. You really have to know how this stuff works, and that's what this is all about, man.
Colin, I'd just like to add on.
No, you can't. You can't join the university when I get to the plug. Chanel, you need to start from the beginning, because you're going to miss too much vital information. This is what I want to say. There's a lot of information in the plug, but those earlier books have things that the plug don't have. If you pay attention, as I wrote the books, I was putting more information in each book. More information and different information in each book. So you will shortchange yourself. That's just like the people that they want to watch the more recent videos, and they don't want to go back and watch the older videos and learn this stuff from the foundation. So they don't get the foundation. And so it just confuses them more. And on top of that, they're over there listening to someone else.
True that, brother.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Come. Yep.
Yeah, bro. I just first of all praise to the Most High, and peace to you, brothers, and all the men on the call, and
Peace, brother.
Shalom.
The lady as well. But I was just gonna chime in because I've been listening to the brother Khan Tazadaq for years now, man, and just for even the people that's listening in on the call, and like, oh, I already know this and this, that, and the other. Like me personally, bro, I can talk that talk, but even just today, as a testament, bro, we had a conversation where it was some information where I knew the information, but the Most High put it on the Quran just to refresh me on the information that I already knew, and it just wasn't on the forefront of my mind. You know what I'm saying? And it was due to the fact that I've been dealing with some other things and really kind of faded away on not necessarily faded away, but really was trying to handle some other things other than pressing forward with secure party creditor. Right. And with anything, if you don't use it, you lose it type thing. And just and I will testify right now that I have seen remedy personally from the information that the brother had brought out. But like I said, I've been going through some things, so I had never really just given my testimony, because I'm trying to get through the trials that I'm dealing with right now to have even greater testimony. But like I said, I just got on here to just shout out and be a little testament to the people that even think they already know what they know. And just bring it to the forefront that this is an everlasting journey of knowledge and gaining knowledge, and just like the brother just said, like you can see his growth, and which I can testify to that, because like I said, I've been listening to him over, I want to say, around 7 years now, and I can testify to the fact of I've been seeing the brother grow, and I talk to my wife about it and everything, and tell her how I appreciate that, because I know don't nobody know everything, and there's always room for growth. And even with that aspect and the previous aspect, I was saying, bro, if y'all think y'all know it all and y'all got it, like talking about, still come join the seminar, bro, because like it's a never ending journey. You know what I'm saying? And like you're not gonna get everything on the first. Even the brother tell you, listen to it 5 to 10 times on the most of his videos, because like that's back when I started listening to it. It was before he wrote most of his books. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like 5, 10 times, listen to it, man. And like, even with listening to it 5 or 10 times, like I can still go back and listen to the 11th and 12th time, and 15th time, and learn something. So I'm just putting it out there that, like, bro, I me personally, as somebody that listened to him for years and done got remedy, I'm still gonna do my best, Most High willing, to be at the at all 24 seminars. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to put that out there just in case anybody was in that position of like, man, I already know this. I'm at this level and I got it like that and all that. Nah, nigga, fuck you. You ain't got it like that. Don't even set yourself up like that, and come on with it.
Con, and I wanted to add to what to comment on what Chanel commented in the chat about waiting until you get to the plug. Like I could even testify to why that'd be a disservice, because I'm dealing with debt collectors on the in the background, and my initial conditional acceptance came from the plug, but when they tried to send some BS response, because it's off, everything is offering acceptance, and if you don't know, you need to definitely sign up to be for this university. But they responded to my conditional acceptance, but they didn't respond accordingly, and I pulled my response to their response from corporations, just because the way it was, the verbiage of the particular conditional acceptance was worded in corporations. You know what I'm saying? So even though the plug got great things, every book got its own keys. And I'm gonna follow up with the notice of default that came from We the People versus Despotism. So that's 3 different books right there. So
Yep. Yeah, I mean, so if people would look at it as if, they're going to one of these universities out here and where they're spending like maybe $40,000 a year, or probably at their cheapest, the cheapest university, what do you think they would pay a year? Maybe 20,000 or more. And then they come out and they're in debt for that. When they come out from this, it shows them how to get rid of the debt. The debt that you actually incurred by going to their universities, if you learn this stuff correctly, you will learn how to get rid of those debts. You will learn how to eliminate it. Ask Ephraim Smith. Ask Israel. Israel just has a remedy right here now. Israel just has. Ask Sean Watts. Sean Watts on his own land now. I'm talking about a man with 7 felonies in 7 different states. Changed his life around, man. So it works for those people that put in their due diligence. If you're not willing to, bite down on your mouthpiece and really give it your all, then it may not work for you. I like to use the proverbial VOD as an example. Man, that stuff doesn't work. But then I say, hey, man, it works for me every time. I know it's working for me. Now, if you don't think it's working for me, you probably should ask yourself the question, how in the hell that Negro got them 2 Benzes, and so on and so forth? He's traveling everywhere if it doesn't work for him. Something's working. I haven't worked in the system since 2009, man. That was the last time I worked in the system. And if I could do this, other people could do it. This is why I'm keep trying to instill it in the people. You could do it, but the problem is you got to break away from that cognitive dissonance, because you've been taught that, oh, you can't do it, and you're fed. That's one of the main reasons that you haven't stepped out to try and be an entrepreneur. Whatever you're doing, what if you was doing that for yourself? It would be that much better, man. Because that gives you that liberty, that freedom, not having anyone tell you when you got to come in. What if one day I don't feel like going into work? You got to call and lie, man. You got to call in and lie. Well, Terrence, you already got 2 tardies. If you don't come in today, we're going to have to let you go. And that fear just kicks in, man. And you say, dang. Right? You go to work and you're sick. You don't feel like it. If you have a cold, they're not going to let you come in now. Any kind of cold, they're going to see that as COVID-19. So they're going to let you come in, man. But anything else, you might be in an excruciating pain. Well, we're short. We need you to come on in. That's how it works, man. You can't just pick up and go when you want to go, man. If you live this kind of life, I'm telling you, man, once you get the taste of being an entrepreneur, you never want to go back. You never want to go back to the system again, man. Because I've been looking back, damn, how the hell I did that for so long, man? I was really brainwashed. That's how they really had me, man. And you got some damn nerdy ass guy telling you what to do. A damn cornball. They might put a cornball in charge of you because he act like that damn company is his. But when his usefulness is worn out, when he was in his youth, they kept him there to try and keep people like you in order. But when it got close to time for him to retire, they got a reason to get rid of his ass. And he said, how could you do this to me? I gave you 30 years of my life. They said, easy. We'll get the next sucker that come along. And we don't have to pay him benefits. This happens all the time, man. So they kick him out of there. Where they give him like 6 months servants pay, and he's done. Then you see him in Walmart, man, as a greeter. He's 65 years old, standing in Walmart with an oxygen tank on as a greeter. You guys know I'm not lying. And sometimes a cane, breathing. But he's trying to make it, man, because he doesn't want to lose his home in foreclosure. And he tells everyone about the story of this magnificent company that he used to work for. And they kicked him out. That's the story, man. Don't let that be your story, man. Don't let that be your story, man. Please. Be different, man. Be great. Be great, man. You see how all these celebrities out here, you know, people get excited when you could do the same thing, man, without selling your soul, if that's what you want. Whatever it is that you want to be, man, you could do it. You just got to have that zeal, and you got to believe. You just got to believe, man. If you want your own cannabis farm like Dwayne, you could get it. Just don't smoke it every day like Mike Tyson. Because you're going to have the mentality of Mike Tyson. You're going to start going around and telling people, man, I'm going to eat your kids. You don't want that, man. We don't want that. You don't want to start eating people's children like Mike Tyson. Yeah, man. So that's what it is, Marty. What you think, Marty?
So what's up, Khan? You know, all the people that are coming in now, the Khan is trying to bring you up to speed because he's working on stuff all the time. He's getting it done. He's moving ahead with new, innovative stuff. He's trying his hardest not to leave anybody behind. That's what we do over here. We're a family. When you get to the webinar, you're going to see it's going to be structured, but at the same time, it's love in there. We share, we help each other. We do a lot of things in the webinar. You got to come over there and see. But the main thing is that he's giving you a chance now because he can't stop with all the material until you catch up if you ever decide to get involved. So this is your chance to come up to speed because we're moving ahead, folks. We are all moving ahead, and this stuff is working for us, and we're living our lives. We're doing the things we want to do. So come on down, come on down. You'll find it's not unpleasant. We have fun learning, and you'll see that even though the Khan is not playing with you, it's very serious. That's why he's getting down the way he is. But this is something that you need, and he's giving you a chance. Do you understand? Giving you all the chance to come up to speed because he is the one doing all the work for us. We're moving ahead, family. That's what's up. SPC every day. We love this. It is who you are meant to be.
That's right.
Stop me while I'm lying.
That's right. And he was on here last night, Marty.
Oh shit, I didn't see it.
Yeah. David, he was on here last night, man. I'm gonna tell you something. he done that thing again too, man. He done that thing again, man.
Con, that just showed no one can stay away from this.
Can't stay away, Marty.
I don't care who and what you are. If you even try, once you're exposed to this, you have the thirst for this. And I'm going to tell you, it works. It has always worked for me, and it gives you a feeling like you never felt security, and your children and their children won't have to struggle. It gives you all of this stuff spiritually, intellectually, socially, physically. They put me back on my feet, man. I'm telling you, this has helped me in every way. All you got to do is step up, step out, and let's get it done. As a unit, as a family, you can do it.
They could do it, man, if they really want it, Marty. They got to want it, man. I just think people right now that's really struggling and having all these tough times, man, I contend that you don't want it bad enough, man. You got to want it more, man. You just got to want it more. That's what it is, man. Dig deeper and try harder.
It's worth it, man. It's worth the sacrifice. It's worth the time.
But
That's
did they understand, Khan, when you told them you are actually giving them a chance to come up to speed with this? You know, he can't stop and wait for everybody to get with this. He's actually going back to his very first book, and he's going to bring you all, and we all need this, even the people like me, Israel, all the people that have been involved with this, we all need it. Because you know what? You learn this, but it is always good to be refreshed in this and to share with others. And if you come on down, you'll see what I mean. So get involved with this because I don't think he's going to do this again in the future. He can't afford to stop when we're moving ahead.
I'm not going to do it again. Like Trumpet is saying, I'll get the next 6 months. I don't believe there's going to be another next 6 months, man. I don't know. Right now, I just live in the moment because I don't know what the next day is going to bring forward, man. I don't know what the Most High has in plan for me, man. And that's real, man. I know some people, they was feeling magnificent one day and they wake up and they're told that they have some sort of chronic illness and their whole mentality changed, man. But we got to live in the now, man. You only get one chance at life, but if you live it right, once is all you need.
That's what's up. So, you know, everybody that really thought about doing this, this is your chance right now to stop doing that because he just said he's not going to do it again. So he's going to go back and he's going to bring all of you up to speed with us so we can move on. As we move forward, you're going to look back and say, wow, I wish I did it. I really wish I had went over and did it. Don't do that, family. Don't do that to yourselves.
Look at what Israel did, man. You know what I mean? Israel, you know, where everyone was talking, Israel was doing his work in the background, man, and just came forward and said, "Oh man, I set off 2 presentments," and they didn't even close the card down, which is rather unusual. They didn't even close his card down. I mean, he done this on credit cards, and they put a available balance back on it.
I just did my Pebbles EFT'd her vehicle. I'm waiting to see how that plays out. But I cover all bases. See, this will teach you everybody has their own way of doing it. Find out what's comfortable for you because you're not going to have the con over there because the con told me, hey, look, you don't need to be doing that for her. And he was right because, see, you're not going to have the con over there holding your hand, or you're not going to be able to grab somebody up if you test it on them. See, you learn this, and then you find out what works for you, and you'll get comfortable with certain things. I have a way I do things. You know, I just cover all bases, have my packages ready, and that's the way I do. Israel does it his way. The rest of the brothers do it their way. But we all, the Kahan, his part is solid. So we never wonder about what he's doing. It is up to us to do our part. That's why we work together, and you'll see what your expertise is. The way you approach it will be your way of doing things, you know, and you'll find what works for you. I know what works for me. And you may try other things and like that and switch up from time to time. But don't wait until it's too late. And then we are into something way more. We on a path and we moving like rapid transit, you know. Don't wait and do that to yourself. He's going to bring you up to speed, and he just said he's not going to do this again. This is your chance to do it now. Go ahead and do it. You know, you're going to see us. Everything I say is true. I always be like, if I will never, ever, ever make up and lie to you about this, because they, not just all praise is due to the Most High, He gave it to the Khan. And these brothers, this family, this unit, this brotherhood and sisterhood has shared with me. That's how we do this. So when you come over here to the webinars, you'll see that it works better when you do that. And then you'll be comfortable with it. I'm going to tell you, we have did marathons with this and been on the air 13 hours, 12 hours, 2 days, not because we had to. And Steph the Khan, he only does 6 hours a day. We wanted to be there. Everybody loved being there. And then everybody said how they really felt, because we really, really felt appreciative to know something that has been plaguing our lives and we didn't know what it was. And to know it, to use it, understand it effectively is what you're going to get. I mean it. I'm telling you, that's what's up.
Yeah. At some point, rational people would begin to ask the question like, well, damn, how can only 1% of the population be able to have everything that they want, be able to travel when they want to travel, and they be able to tell everyone else what to do? It's because they know how the game is played. See, life's a game. And in order to win at this game, you have to learn the rules. And you got to know the language of the game. I'm just figuring out the language, man. Right now, if we could get more people to learn this, man, and, facilitate this to others, it could be a force to be reckoned with.
Can I say one more thing?
Go ahead, man. By all means.
See, this is the thing. In order to make a rational, effective, definitive decision, I don't care how intelligent you are, I don't care how many degrees you have, without knowing the game, like the concept that is being played. You can't walk on a baseball field and play a game. You can't walk on a football field. You can't walk in any type of situation and just start in if you don't know what is being done and how it's being executed. You're gonna find out what is going on. If you don't do nothing, you're gonna find that out in order to make any real rational decisions. It is gonna transcend across all of those lines. I told you, spiritually, physically, socially, intellectually, on and on, either or, head to tail, shake of the dice, deal with that, everything. I'm telling you, that's how this goes down. And you will.
Yeah, I mean, anyone that wants to attend this course this weekend, you need to get The Infliction of Commerce, my first book, that little blue book. You could get it on Amazon, or you could get it on the website, but you need to have the book because we're gonna go through some chapters in the book, review it, and then you're gonna be tested to make sure you know it. This is my way of making sure that you know this stuff instead of, nah, I don't have no questions. And then you get a commercial presentment, you don't even know what the hell to do, man. You start calling me. There's too many people calling me, man, after I coach them, and they kind of want you to talk them. Like, I can't carry you by the hand, man. I got to hold Zadok's hand. I can't cross the street with your hand also, man. Understand what I'm saying? Zadok probably know how to stand like a creditor more than a lot of you adults, man. Right now, Zadok is making creditor moves, man. He's only 2, man. Cause yeah, man. We still gonna make creditor moves.
Real tough. Little tough.
When you don't give him his just due, man, he starts throwing tantrums, man. You know what I mean? Know what I'm talking about? Nah, I want more, man. You try to give him a George Washington, he doesn't want it. He start crying, man, until you give him either Grant or Franklin. Making creditor moves already, man. 2 years old, man. He gets mad, man, if you give him a Washington, man. The only way you calm him down is give him a grant of Franklin. Big boy moves. Real talk, man. So what's going on, Dwayne, man? You kind of quiet tonight, man. I know how it gets you, man. It's kind of early over there too, man. You in Cali? Was it like 10 something over there? Yeah, so it's like 7 or something, man. Yeah, he probably out on that farm, tilling the leaves from around his cannabis. Yeah, Dwayne, let me get some ointment from your cannabis, man, so I can rub on when I'm working out, man. So anyone in the room have any kind of questions, man? Anyone in the room have any kind of questions? Go ahead, come in and ask your question. I pretty much wanted this to be an open forum, man, for anyone to have any kind of questions regarding the secure party creditor, University Secure Party Creditor, and the material that you will actually be learning, and why it's important to make sure that you know this stuff. First reason is because so you don't get jammed up, so you can feel comfortable doing it. A lot of this deals with cognitive dissonance as well, man. We covered that in the books, man. Cover a lot of stuff in these books. Lots of it. If you really learn this stuff, man, you will be a damn force to be reckoned with. I'm telling you, man. If you really learn this stuff, if you really apply yourself and learn this stuff, man, you're going to feel like a whole different man. You're going to start walking with your head up and your chest out. When you walk into a building, people's going to start staring at you because it's your presence. When you fill the room, you're always going to catch attention. Like, who the hell does this guy think he is? That's a bad SOB right there, man. That's how you got to be, man. You don't take no shorts. When you talk to the briefcase, you look him dead in the eyes. And he's going to see that you have a heart of a lion.
That's true, man. It'll make you feel that way.
Yeah. Makes you feel like you got an S on your chest, man.
I remember that EFT seminar came. I almost felt like a millionaire.
Yeah. When you apply it, like Israel did, like Ephraim did, I mean, people started loving that EFT real quick, man, because their remedy comes in, real quick, right?
Yes.
Would you say, Terrence, is simpler?
For me, I caught on it pretty quick.
You think they're simpler also, Israel?
I wouldn't say simpler. It was just the first approach that I just like I told you how it happened. I was ready to A for V vote both presentments, but when I was in my storage, that checkbook fell out of thin air. You know what I mean? So I feel like that was the most high.
Word. Okay. That's almost like some Twilight Zone story, man. You're going into the stories and a checkbook almost falling out of your hand, man. Like, yo, what's this? I forgot I had this.
Right.
Almost like it fell from the sky, you know what I mean? So you're here, boy, take this. Where's the man Mikael tonight, man? Anyone else? Malachi. Malachi fell off of it. He was on. Yeah. Dwayne Garden the Life looks like. Let me post the link in the room one more time, man. See if anyone else have any more questions. If not, I'm gonna shut it down. And again, I'm gonna reiterate, the link is in the room and under this video. This weekend is gonna start the first week of the University of Secure Party Creditor. You're gonna need that book, Infliction of Commerce, to attend. Once again, you could get it on the website, www.truedisciplesofchrist.org/shop, or you can get it on Amazon. Either or. I decided to put some of the books on Amazon for those that's actually been confined unjustly, not for those that's actually been confined and they deserve to be there because they caused an injury to someone else. either substance abuse or physically or otherwise.
I got a
Trumpet,
question, man.
trumpet. Yeah, go ahead, Terrence. Trumpet, you got to tune in, man. You got to tune in, Trumpet. I know you got it, Trumpet, because you had actually donated for the SPC, and I remember sending it back to you. I didn't think you was ready at the time. Now is your time to get ready, Trumpet.
What's the estimated pace that's going to be pushed for each book?
Call
Well, I
Lewis.
mean, like, come again?
Usain Bolt pace, man.
A slow pace?
Usain Bolt pace, man.
Oh, Usain Bolt. Okay. I didn't hear your name. Usain Bolt. It's moving pretty quick.
Nah,
It's
man.
moving pretty quick.
The first book is not that thick. I believe it's 101 pages. I believe it's 101 pages. The thing is not just going through it, but ensuring that enough people retain that information. If someone retains the information, they should be able to explain it in their own words. Right? That's how you know something. You're capable of explaining it in your own words, not just reading it verbatim. Kelly, I'm surprised you didn't have more questions.
Con, and I want to add to that. I can actually second that, because when I was writing my I was writing a conditional acceptance. I actually had 3 presentments I conditionally accepted. 2 I did exactly the same, but the third one was a little different. And before I even went to the books to have something to reference, it was just automatically coming out. I already knew what to write. You know what I mean? I just went to the books for the specific like laws and codes that pertain to the situation.
Yeah. When people, I'm gonna tell you something, man. When people get remedy with this, some people start feeling themselves, man, and they want to start abusing it. Like they start getting cocky, man, and just trying, hey, man, I'm secure party credit. You can't get on me. Don't take on that mentality, man.
Right.
Don't take on that mentality. Be humble, man.
That's the whole creditor lifestyle, harmony. We're here to harmonize.
Well, Naya, what's going on with you, King? Nico,
It's really low, Kelly. Salaki.
You got a lot of noise.
I do.
And we can hardly hear you.
Oh.
It's a squeaking noise.
I'm at somebody else's house and there's kids and all kinds of goings on outside of this room. I just wanted to say that everybody should realize the opportunity that they have if they take the class and stuff, because going from, it's not the first step for me, of course, but for a lot of people, if they were just getting into this, it's a big opportunity to go from A to Z. And that don't happen out here with all this. So, you guys, I hope anybody who catches a glimpse of this will see the opportunity that you're giving them. I welcome the opportunity, so, and I'm grateful.
Yeah, thank you, Kelly. What's going on, Benaya? Come to the gym, huh? What's going on, Terrence? You seem all right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking of something. I got an idea I'm gonna try, man. A mutual friend got them books sitting in his closet collecting dust.
All right. How did you get them? I know you're talking about.
He donated for them. And I'm gonna see what's on his mind. See if he'll do it. While he's trucking. See if he'll, I don't know. We'll see. And so tell me is no. You know.
Trumpet, we want to see you there Saturday, Trumpet. Anyone else? Nico, Trumpet, Benaiah.
Is there going to be any homework? That's funny. We're talking about 6 hours a day when we go to class, perhaps.
What was that, Kelly?
Is it about a 6-hour class that you're going to be doing,
right. Mm-hmm.
And starting at 11 like you normally would on a webinar?
Well, probably 11 your time, 12 mine.
It'd be 9 mine.
Yeah. Marty Mom. What was that, Kelly?
How much emphasis are you going to be doing on vocabulary? Because as well as I do, that's a big part of this is knowing the words.
Well, let's get into these books. You're gonna pick up a whole different language of words, man.
It is a whole different.
Like Israel was saying, "Oh man, the way you word things, the wording is everything."
Yes, it is. Makes you have a whole new appreciation for the language.
Garden of life, man. Get out of that garden, man. Well, folks, seems as though we don't have any more questions, man. Surmise we could bring this to an end. Hey, Terrence, you have any more books?
I was gonna say before you bring it to an end, what's crazy is if we was doing a regular Bible study or something, it'll be mad people popping in with commerce questions.
Oh yeah. You're right. You're right. That's how they are, man.
I have the affliction of commerce and corporation.
Oh, so you got the first one right there.
Yeah, I got it.
Shalom.
Shalom. What's going on?
And then I'm home. I'm just I just was trying to figure out what books I needed. Because I already got.
I'm gonna meet you at the gym, man, at 12, man. You gonna be able to make it?
I ain't going to the gym. I had to give that up. I'm gonna go at reasonable times now, but not no more late night shifts. What was I saying? Yeah. I got the I've been had infliction of commerce. I've skimmed through it, but I don't know it enough to be like, oh, I'm gonna take this test and pass. So
there's actually some remedy in that, Benai.
Yeah, I've read the parts.
Back dealing with taxes, property taxes.
Con. I know. I've read the parts about the mindset and standing in court, but not the actual remedy with the taxes.
Right.
So I'm gonna reread this probably just tomorrow, just to get a better.
But we're gonna actually go through them. You know how people, when you have a book in college, man, you literally go through the book chapter by chapter.
Right.
We're gonna go through it like that, man. That's one way of making sure that people really learn it.
Cool.
Then we'll quiz them on that. See if they know it. Instead of, because what people's been doing, they've been coming on to the webinars and they've been asking me the questions, just trying to get answers from me instead of researching them for themselves. When you look something up for yourself, you retain it a lot more. You understand that, Victor Ward?
It's true. Anytime you have to go through the struggle of trying to understand something without getting the answer point blank, is you're gonna remember that. You're gonna remember what you learn instantly. But infliction of commerce, the plug, I just ordered Corporation and the revised edition.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. So you got that? You got that on Amazon?
no, I did it from the
Oh, all
TDOC.
right. Yeah, I'm
TDOC.
waiting for some of them to come in. Yeah.
And but we can go step by step with this week by week, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
All right. I don't know if I needed to go ahead and just get them all. And then the people versus despotism. I got that one too.
Right.
So I'll be waiting. I'm ready. I already registered through the Zoom. I gotta get a webcam for this thing. I don't got no webcam, but I don't know. I guess we don't need it.
Well, for that computer that you built,
You
gotta get a good one, man. A good one's gonna cost you a few hundred probably.
Yeah, I was just in Walmart. I saw one for like 80.
It's
like, I don't know. Maybe might get that. I don't know. We'll see. Been messing around in Photoshop. I'm trying to make something like a poster for Purim.
All right.
So we could just share for people, I guess.
Yeah, we need to find out how many people showing up for that, man. You do realize that the Passover, which is a major high holy day, is like towards the end of March, beginning of April. That's a major high holy day. Even if you're vegan, man, you're supposed to eat lamb on that day for the Passover. Last 2 years, I got sick, nauseous doing that, man, because I haven't been used to putting meat in my vegan-fed body anymore. So that taste of that salty flesh, gross. Got me really nauseous, man.
Bro, that smell will probably get you. Just the smell of that cooking.
Yeah, and most high say you gotta roast it with fire. So you do it on the open fire. Don't bake it. Don't do nothing, man. Just roast it with fire. So I mean, any more questions? Victor Ward, anyone in the room got a question?
Con. So as Liberate the Oppressed.
Where are you at, man?
I was just driving.
I was calling on you a few times, man.
Oh yeah, I was on the road. I heard what could have been my name. I just wasn't sure. What was your questions?
I can't remember. It was something in reference to your carton.
Oh, the salve. Yeah. I mean, could probably make something a little better than cannabis. Cannabis-based salves. But yeah, I was just checking in on the Liberate the Oppressed. What's the status on that one?
Well, it just shipped today, so I don't know how many days it'll take for them to get it to me. They just gave me a tracking number today. Yep.
All right, so I gotta. I'll hit you up after the webinar because I remember you saying something about getting the Infliction of Commerce to me with that book. So
no, that book's gone. You didn't get my message from that?
Did you ship it or?
Yeah, it's shipped already. I texted you tracking.
Oh no, I haven't gotten any text from you on that. Is it in the email?
Man, I text you that tracking, man. I sent that certified.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You did, Con. I seen that. All right, cool. All right.
Yeah, that was for the Infliction of Commerce, and I said in that same text that when the other book come in, I'll ship it out, man.
Oh, okay. I just read that wrong. Con.
Yeah, I don't. For Cali, it usually take a day longer. Sometimes 2 days, man, for the mail to get out there, especially since this so-called pandemic thing. But yeah, it should take about 3 days, man, to get that. But yeah, for that, the Liberate the Oppressed, they just said that the books ship today. Now that's a lot of books. So I don't remember how many days it generally took. Maybe 5 to 6 days or something like that. I forgot where they're coming from. I think the people that print those from me is in Milwaukee. The shipping alone, man, on those sometimes costs like $200-300 just to ship them. Yeah, just to ship them. And these are more because these books are thick, man. Think about it. It's 700 and some pages, man. It's almost like a damn dictionary.
God.
Yeah, it's 766 pages, man. Yeah, it's like a damn dictionary, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be a generational book. That's gonna be passed down for sure, for sure. Legacy book.
Yeah. You know, I started to do some of these books like hardbound, but I didn't want to put that much money into it, and then, you know, not enough people buy it, because hardbound, man, that book would cost me a lot more to print. They cost a lot more for hardcover books, and you know, the hardcover preserves them more.
Con.
I was gonna say I'm willing to pay a little extra for a hard copy, because like I told you, I want to when I purchase my first home, I'm gonna have a in my office, I'm gonna have a bookshelf, and your book's definitely gonna be on the top.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm planning on doing, man. Yeah, I even keep copies for myself, man, of my books. Sometimes I go back and read them in case, you know, I feel myself like slipping on something. This is what I was trying to articulate to Chanel. Like those books back from the beginning, man. Those books are important as well. They're very important. You know, if you don't have the foundation of this stuff, it doesn't make as much sense to you. You know, it's like
Right.
you trying to go and do calculus. You never even learn algebra, and you haven't learned to add and subtract. Now you're trying to do calculus.
That's definitely what I feel. Cause I only got two. I only got the infliction and plug, and going from the infliction all the way to the plug, it's like, whoa. You got like, you know, all the affirmations and the mindset is the same, but it's different. It's way different level. It's levels to this, basically.
Yeah.
It's levels. So you gotta know that foundation. I'm missing
Yeah,
some.
man.
Oh,
I was writing that. Did you guys hear Richard Birch when he came on earlier, man? He was exactly right. Like if you go back and you watch the older videos, you could see how I was drawing as I was learning, right? I was learning, man, and I'm still learning. But you can see the growth, man. You can see the matter of fact, if you pay attention to the videos, you can see the confidence growing, because the more that you become familiar with something, the more you learn, the more confident you become. That's the only reason people don't like to go before these robes and briefcases, is because they have a low level of confidence. They're afraid something bad's going to happen. But when you boost that confidence up, say, where you at? Bring him on. Confidence, man.
Con, and if you are a creditor, or you know, say you are, or you are in a transitional process or about to take that step, this is a great opportunity to challenge yourself, because there's going to be people who are in varying levels, people who are as far as you, people who are as far as along as, you know, Israel, and then people who have gotten remedy doing other things and then just come across your information and applied it themselves. So this is a great, you know, great place to be in with other minds to sharpen yourself.
Hey, Dwayne, you was a pretty smart guy in their public food system, weren't you? You seem pretty articulate. Rather articulate, yeah.
So were you just talking to me, Slocky? I
Yeah.
cut out for a second. What did you say?
Yeah, I said you were pretty you was deemed as a pretty intelligent guy in their public food system, I bet.
Yeah, they tried to put me through some like gifted, intelligent programs and things like that. But school for me was just like social hour, because I felt like I wasn't learning anything. So I dropped out in community college and kind of just took my own path. Getting kicked out, you know, and all that kind of helped in that regard, but it just didn't make sense that a finance teacher was, you know, just as broke as my dad teaching finance. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah.
banking, accountant majors, things like that. They just end up working for people and want to quit their jobs.
See, that's something people never really think about, man. You teaching me, but you teaching me to be like you. I want to make more than what you making, man. I want to live like that, man. Come on, man. You're struggling, man. You don't even like your job that much, man. Teachers be going straight to the bar at the class, man, because the students be stressing their ass out so much. They go straight to a bar. Stretched out. What you doing here? Man, I had a hard day at school. Them students got on my nerves. I'm telling you, man, why do these teachers go straight to the bar after work?
And then the whole protesting for their positions, like that really threw me for a loop. Like, teachers aren't respected much, and then they still strive to be teachers. I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you got to have a desire to want to do that, because a lot of states, they don't really make a lot at all. California is one of the better states for these teachers, man, as far as their salary is concerned, but that doesn't last that long. When the average house in California, in San Francisco, is a damn $1 million. $1 million, man. There's like so many people moving out of San Francisco. Cost of living, man. That was the most expensive place to stay in the United States, man. Last time I checked, I don't know if it's still there.
Yeah, I knew it was up there. I didn't know it was the most expensive.
Oh yeah, them houses, man. $1 million, man. For the average blue collar worker, he'll be 50 years paying off a damn $1 million house, because the time he try and finish paying that off, he got to pay double that. All the interest that's actually going to be on it. Mendes L. Is there anyone else that have any before I shut this down? Once again, this weekend is going to start the beginning of the secure party creditor process. The University of Secure Party Creditor is going to be Saturday from 12 noon to 6 p.m. And again, we're going to repeat it Sunday from 12 noon to 6 p.m. and then proceed forward. We'll play it by ear. So, and with that, who's that? Pope Hall. You haven't been on here in a minute, Pope. Where you been, man? It's been a minute since I seen you, brother, about 8 months. So yeah, man, let me post this in the room one more time, then I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down, man. Like Israel said, Israel made an excellent point. When we're on talking about Bible study, they have all kind of commercial questions. When I open it up like this, everyone's silent.
Right. It's crazy.
So I'm gonna post a link one more time for the webinar this weekend, first week of University of Secure Party Creditors. Those that want to be and should be there, you will be there. You will learn. You will learn. And so with that, I'm going to bring this to an end. I'm going to say shalom. Everyone be safe. Stay out of trouble if you can. And be safe, man. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.